All right, we got to add all these numbers together. How come there's this right here? What does that mean? It means there's a bunch of numbers there, but you don't know what's there. You do know that this is the last number in our series that we're adding together. So how the heck are we going to find that number? I will show you how we find that number. First, we need to define what kind of sequence these numbers are from. What kind of sequence are these numbers from? That's a geometric sequence. We are multiplying by 1 over 7 each time, so our common ratio is 1 over 7. That means we can write an nth term for this. We know it's a geometric sequence, so we know that we would put the first term and we multiply it times the common ratio, which is 1 over 7, and that's being raised to n minus 1. Now, when the n minus 1 is your exponent, then you know that this is this guy right here is your first term. And we could already see that just by looking at this guy. Okay, so 49 is our first term. We need to know that for later. How do we find a number of terms there are? And that's why we're doing this. Sorry, I should have said that before I started doing this. We're trying to find the number of terms there are. We want to know what the n equals when we get to this term. So what you do is you take the nth term right here that we found, and we plug in 1 over 2,401 equals 49 times 1 over 7 raised to the n minus 1. Okay? Now, we're going to do some fancy algebra here that only you guys can do. Nobody else in this school can do it except maybe a calculus student. Okay? All right. What do you do first to try to get that n alone? First, you got to get this base alone. Yeah, so we're going to divide by 49. Oh, he died. Everybody say, aw. Yes. All right. Yes, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm going to multiply this side by 1 over 49, because that's the same as dividing by 49. Is everybody okay with this? All right, so on this side, we have 1 over 7 raised to the n minus 1. And I got to simplify some jazz over here. This is some gnarly business. What is 49 times that big dude? 117,649. Say it again. 117,649. Thank you, Daniel. Okay. All right, so that's what we get when we multiply those dudes. It doesn't make me really happy because that's a big number, and I don't like working with big numbers. I don't like it. How do I get that n out of the power there? Okay, okay, we have lots of options here, guys. We could do lots of things. All right, but I'm going to do a natural log. We're going to use our calculator all the way here. And then I'll show you guys another way that we can do without the calculator, well, kind of without the calculator. So anyways, I'm going to natural log this side. I hate this part. I hate this part. I quit this game. I'm natural logging both sides. Now there's a cool trick that we can do because this power is inside of the log. We can take this power and put them out in front. So this is what it looks like now. We have natural log of 1 over 117,649. Now I'm doing extra. I'm running extra stuff so I don't lose you guys. You can definitely take some shortcuts here. Is everybody still with me? Yeah. Now I'm trying to get that n alone, so I'm going to divide. I'm going to divide this dude by natural log of 1 over 7. Oh no. Divide this dude by natural log of 1 over 7. And then we have n minus 1 equals whatever we get when we plug this into our calculator. Can you guys plug that into your calculator? So if you guys plug this into your calculator, make sure you have a parenthesis around these. The parentheses around those that are inside the natural log. You should get 6. And then you add 1 to both sides, you get n equals 7. Well, that's not our answer. That is just the n for this guy. So how many terms are there? There's 7. There's 7 terms. What does that mean we can do now? Now we can go s sub 7. And then we can take the 49, put them first. And then we can multiply this by 1 minus 1 over 7 being raised to the 7th over 1 minus 1 over 7. Now this is a dirty, dirty problem. And yes, you do have to use a calculator for this. And no, you do not have to use a calculator for the exam. So you probably won't see anything this dirty. Okay, so I get 6 over 7 on the bottom. On the top, I'm going to need a calculator. Do you guys know what 7 raised to the 7th power is?
1 over 49.
It's 1 over what? Is that right?
That's not how you count.
Is it 823,543?
Yeah.
Okay. So this would equal 49, and this would equal up here positive 823,542 over 823,543 divided by 6 over 7.
That's a nar right there.
Okay, so we got to multiply this by the reciprocal of this. Things do simplify. And then we have to multiply that by 49. So we have 49 times 8,823. I'm going to just press pause here, so I'm going to finish it. I don't even want to simplify this.
Just leave it in the formula.
Can you guys just do this in your calculator? Go this guy times this guy times this guy and tell me what you get, please. Okay, after calculator work, this is what we get. That's your sum. And that makes sense because this is 49, and we add 7, which would be 56, right? We add 1, which would be 57, and then we start adding a bunch of fractions, which is what that decimal is. I know I said I'd show you a different way over here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm done with this problem.